The Statue of Liberty, standing tall on Liberty Island in New York Harbor, is one of the most iconic monuments in the world, instantly recognizable as a universal symbol of freedom, democracy, and hope. Yet its story is far more than the tale of a statue, for it embodies ideals, international friendship, engineering genius, and the dreams of countless people who once saw it as their first glimpse of a new life in America. And to understand its significance, we must return to its origins in 19th century France, where the idea was born. It began with Édouard René de la Boulaye, a French historian, political thinker, and abolitionist who admired the American Revolution and the nation's commitment to liberty, and who, in 1865, following the end of the American Civil War, suggested that France should present the United States with a monument to commemorate its centennial of independence, while celebrating shared democratic ideals and strengthening ties between the two nations. And though at first this was merely an idea, it soon took shape when La Boulaye shared it with the sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, a man with a passion for monumental works. Bartholdi immediately embraced the vision and began imagining a colossal statue that would personify liberty itself. Bartholdi visited America in 1871 to scout a location and chose Bedloe's Island, a small piece of land at the entrance to New York Harbor, where ships from around the world entered, and he realized that a statue placed there would not only welcome visitors and immigrants, but also serve as a dramatic gateway to the nation. During his trip, he met President Ulysses S. Grant, who approved the idea and supported the project. For the design, Bartholdi turned to classical imagery, modeling the statue after Libertas, the Roman goddess of freedom, a robed woman holding a torch aloft in her right hand to symbolize enlightenment, while in her left hand she carries a tablet inscribed with the date July 4, 1776, representing the Declaration of Independence, and at her feet lies a broken chain, a sign of liberty breaking free from tyranny, while her crown bears 7 rays, representing the 7 seas and continents, a reminder that liberty is a global right, not limited to one nation. But building a statue of such size demanded advanced engineering, and for this, Bartholdi enlisted the help of Gustave Eiffel, the French engineer later famed for the Eiffel Tower, who designed an iron skeleton that could support the thin copper sheets forming the statue's exterior, while allowing it to withstand wind and weather. A framework that was revolutionary for its time, combining art and engineering in a way few projects had before. And when completed, the statue would stand 151 feet tall, with a pedestal to raise it even higher, to over 300 feet, making it one of the tallest structures in the world. Financing the statue was a shared effort, with France responsible for building the monument itself, and the United States tasked with providing the pedestal. And in France, the project was supported by donations from ordinary citizens, school children, and political leaders. While in America, fundraising proved more difficult, especially during the economic depression of the 1870s, until Joseph Pulitzer, the powerful newspaper publisher of the New York World, launched a campaign appealing to the public to give whatever they could, no matter how small, and he promised to print every donor's name in his paper, a move that stirred people from all walks of life to contribute pennies, nickels, and dollars, turning the pedestal into a project funded by the people. By 1884, the statue was completed in Paris, where it was displayed fully assembled before being disassembled into 350 pieces and packed into 214 crates for shipment to New York aboard the French ship Isère, which arrived in June 1885 to great celebration. And the following year, workers carefully reassembled the statue on the pedestal designed by American architect Richard Morris Hunt. And finally, On October 28, 1886, the Statue of Liberty was officially unveiled and dedicated by President Cleveland Grover in front of thousands of people, with parades, speeches, and fireworks marking the occasion. And though some critics initially dismissed its appearance, the statue quickly became beloved. For immigrants arriving by ship in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the Statue of Liberty was often their first sight of America, and it came to symbolize hope and opportunity in a new world, particularly as Ellis Island, the main immigration station, opened nearby in 1892, processing more than 12 million people until 1954. And to those immigrants, the statue's towering presence was a sign that they had reached a land of freedom where they could begin anew. The meaning of the statue was further shaped in 1903 when a bronze plaque was placed on its pedestal bearing Emma Lazarus's famous sonnet, The New Colossus, with its enduring words welcoming the huddled masses yearning to breathe free, transforming the statue into a humanitarian symbol as much as a political one, and forever linking it with the story of immigration and the American dream. The physical details of the statue are themselves remarkable. It weighs about 225 tons. The copper exterior is about 3/32 of an inch thick, and its green color comes from the natural patina formed over decades of weathering, which, rather than damaging it, actually protects the copper beneath. And her torch, originally lit from within, was later replaced with a gold leaf-covered version that gleams in the sunlight, while her crown has 25 windows, and the face, it is said, was partly modeled after Bartholdi's mother, with her right foot slightly lifted to suggest forward motion, symbolizing progress. Throughout the 20th century, the statue required periodic maintenance, and by the 1980s, it had suffered from years of wear, leading to a major restoration in time for its centennial in 1986, during which the original torch was replaced, the internal framework strengthened, and the entire statue cleaned and repaired, with the celebrations of its 100th anniversary broadcast worldwide as fireworks lit up New York Harbor. The statue has also stood as a witness to history, from the arrival of millions of immigrants to world wars, from civil rights movements to the aftermath of September 11, 2001, when it once again became a rallying point of resilience. And it has appeared in literature, art, films, and political speeches, always adapting to the needs and hopes of each generation, yet always representing freedom. In 1984, the Statue of Liberty was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized as a masterpiece of the human spirit, and today it attracts millions of visitors every year who climb its pedestal and crown to gaze across New York Harbor, reflecting on the ideals it represents. Ultimately, the Statue of Liberty is more than copper and iron, more than a gift from France to America. It is a universal message, reminding the world that liberty is the light of humanity, that freedom is not just a national dream, but a global aspiration. And though the world has changed dramatically since 1886, the statue still shines as a beacon of hope, a reminder of the enduring values of democracy, justice, and human dignity. And as long as she stands with her torch raised high, the Statue of Liberty will continue to inspire generations with the timeless promise of liberty enlightening the world. Thanks for watching Z History.